Chapter 17. The Breakup. At the wrap party for Scandal and Sunset, your brother has just walked in on you in Ashton's arms. All the blood drains from your face as you sheepishly meet your brother's eyes. Thank God I didn't walk in on something worse. Eddie, listen. But your brother silences Ashton by raising his hand and turning to you. How long has this been going on? Panic rises in you. Your face burns with shame. Eddie's really asking how long you've been lying to him. Just fess up. Eddie, I'm so sorry. How long? He isn't about to let you off the hook. You steady your nerves with a deep breath and a while. Months. Unbelievable. Eddie rubs his chin, his Adam's apple bobbing. He almost spits the next few words. How could you invite someone who completely disrespected you? Broke your heart. There's a track record of being selfish. By all means, keep the list going. Back in your life like this. Eddie, you aren't yourself around him. You're gonna let him convince you to make the same mistakes. He blew it, Nora. Your shame gives way to quiet, simmering rage. Eddie? You don't get to say, in my love life. Eddie chuckles darkly and meets your gaze. Maybe that would work if I wasn't the one who kept you going back then. I saw the damage when he put you through. That was years ago. I'm not a teenager anymore. You need to move on. You can still get hurt. And he can still hurt you. It's not more complicated than that. Ashton reaches for your hand and you numbly take it, even as Eddie's words make you burn with shame. That's enough, Eddie. Stop patronizing her. Nora can make her own decisions. You really want to tell me when it's enough, buddy? Let's recap. Your throat tightens as you look at Eddie. Hurt flashes on his face. Back then I rooted for you. Everybody did. We all wanted you two to get together. High school sweethearts going the distance. I wanted this for you. I wanted it first. Back when it mattered. But you had your chance and you didn't take it. You left, Ashton. You let Nora down. You destroyed her. Eddie pushes his fingers in his own chest, gritting his teeth. And I was the one who picked up the pieces of my sister's broken heart, while you partied it up in Europe. Ashton... Stop it, that's not why Ashton left. He went to build a career, to make something of himself. Could have done it in L.A., but Ashton always cared more about money and power than who he steps on to get it. You're hurt. You know that isn't true. And he clenches his jaw, a cold look on his face. Eddie, if you want to be in my life, if this business deal is going to work, you need to accept that your read on the situation is outdated. All three of us have changed. And you need to get used to Ashton being in my life, to us being together, in a real relationship. A relationship? Forget it. I can't support this and I won't stick around to watch the train wreck again. Eddie turns on his heel, leaving you behind. You glance between Ashton and the door, his face laced with pain. I'm sorry. I wish we had time to talk. Go. I'm right behind you. Follow Eddie back to the main room, trying to chase him down, but your brother's fast, and he disappears into the crowd. How do I go after him without showing everyone something's wrong? Before you can get too far, Mercy cuts you off with a Cheshire grin. Nora, you look distressed. I take it you didn't like my little parting gift? The knowledge that Mercy had a hand in this settles in your bones, deep and true. You sent Eddie? He was looking everywhere for you. I just pointed him in the right direction. At the right time. Mercy. Why would you hurt Ashton, too? You try to stay calm, but Mercy's body language, with her hip cocked and sapphire green, makes it difficult. Mercy doesn't even flinch, because she doesn't care. Because that's the whole point, and because he deserves it. You know Ashton will never want you back after this, right? Honey, please. It hasn't been about winning him back since he put me on that plane. It's about ruining his life, and yours, while I'm at it. You glower at her, trying to figure out how to handle this, how to handle her. My family will get past this. The only life you've ruined is your own. Mercy swallows, and for a second, fear flickers across her face. It's quickly replaced by an annoying smugness. Oh, I did your brother a favor. He deserved to know before someone leaked it to the press. How did you even know where we'd be? Are you keeping tabs on us? I didn't have to. I know all of Ashton's turn-ons, remember? Sneaking away in public was one of his favorites. Clearly, you're still hung up on him. Why else would you be thinking about what turns him on? I'm not hung up, Nora. I'm good at what I do. I know Eddie finding out was your worst fear. And I've heard what he's said about Ashton. You have to see it was the only move left. You could have just walked away. And why would I do that? I've won. You might have your show and the money, but you can't have it all. I made sure of it. You glare at her, seeing all the path laid out before you. It'd be so easy to just end her right here, right now. You could permanently end her career with all the things you know. Hell, it would be great for ratings, too. Every viewer would tune in to see what led to the vindictive villain meeting her downfall. Mercy's career is in your hands. Let's see what the writers can come up with. So far, it's pretty lukewarm at best. Even though I don't like her, but I'm still saying. You take a deep breath, plan and use every tool you have as a producer to poke and prod Mercy into ruining herself. As long as this ends in her humiliation, you can get through the next few minutes. You paste a smile on your face. Honestly, I have to say, game respects game. Maybe of a point. What are you playing at? I'm not. I'm actually like to buy you a drink. Pick your brain a bit. Steer confused Mercy to the crowded bar, filled with investors, A-list talent, and other networking opportunities. I was mad at first, but I see I should be thanking you for helping me tell Eddie I want to have a good relationship with him. Like you and your sisters. Eddie and I could learn a thing or two. Of course you could. But what exactly are you talking about? You lower your voice to a whisper. I mean, because you came on the show anyway, even knowing Jem and Celeste are more interesting than you. Like hell they are. The Hollywood most famous glance back as Mercy's voice jumps an octave. It's okay, Mercy. Your sisters will thank you. They're going to be huge fan favorites. You were so kind to let them have their moment. I didn't. What moment are you talking about? Oh, just how good of a sister you are. My sisters couldn't hold a candle to me. Oh, see, that's what I mean. You're so close. They would never want you to feel inferior. I'm the star of this show. My sisters are wallflowers compared to me. As more and more eyes turn to watch, you give Mercy a patronizing smile. You know will set her off even more. I made this freaking show. Well, you made a lot of work for the show, behind the scenes. Mercy realizes what you're doing, but you're hitting on every single one of her insecurities. She's no match for you. I hate to tell you this, but I don't think you're that photogenic. The camera seemed to only pick up your bad angles. Mercy's hand flies to her chest as her mouth hangs open. I paid good money for these angles. There's not a bad angle on my damn face. Oh, the camera tells a different story. I just thought you should know for your future projects. After all, you're so brave. For what? You have her full attention, so you keep going, twisting the knife. You showed up at this rap party after getting booted off the show by your ex. If that's not brave. Ashton only fired me because of you. I know you told him to. Is that what you think? I didn't even find out until the next business day. He made that decision on his own. I'm not stupid, Nora. You've hated me since we met. That's not the truth, Mercy. I mean, listen, I did try and ignore her, which in a way is in and of itself a way forward, so... But... It wasn't to make a good show, or because you wanted to become famous, or even make a ton of money. That's absurd, of course that's why I signed. You were there. I'd wager there was something else going on. You think it was for Ashton? I know it was, after all. And the way you snuck into his room, well, then I guess it didn't work, did it? Of course, his cheeks dark and stained with rage, and you know it's time to drive home your final play. You're gonna hit her where it hurts. Look, I know it's been so hard for you seeing Ashton fall in love with someone else with infinitely more substance. She shrieks, knocking over a tower of champagne glasses as every investor at the bar turns to watch. You're a manipulative little sneak. Everything you said was a lie. You stay quiet and cool, letting Mercy's rage become even more obvious as she raves. You've pushed me too far. I'm not going to stand for this. You don't know who you're dealing with. You're going to see you as the pathetic EP you are. I'm doing just fine. In fact, we're planning a second season. Without me, you can't. Yes, I can. Good luck. I wouldn't even do it, even if you got on your knees and begged. We have no need to beg. We've already started building the season around Celeste and Lily. You're what? I'm not surprised Celeste didn't tell you, seeing as this is how you react. And now everyone here will see you for exactly who you are. Your words sink in past her huffing and puffing, and she slowly notices the room's quiet, every eye is on the two of you, phones are out. Why, you little... She flings herself at you, nails extended like talons, and is caught in midair by a nimble security guard. Ashton storms over, fuming. Get her out. Now. I'm not leaving. You can't make me. We actually can, legally. Mercy swings at the guard, and he dodges easily before picking Mercy up and hoisting her over his shoulder. We'll be back to get your statement soon. Is she being arrested? I have a statement. The investors begin to whisper to each other, gossip spreading already as Mercy is carried out. You tanked Mercy Bianchi's showbiz career and got your revenge. Bye. You wave sweetly to Mercy as she's carried out of the room. I gave it 5 out of 10. It could have been better. And now that she's gone, you need to catch up with Eddie before the night is over. Yeah, you only stood there for about 5 minutes, you know, maybe 10. The party comes to a close. And you and Ashton settle in the backseat of a rental car. You lean forward to the address of the driver. I'd like to be taken back to the hotel, please. With a defeated sigh, you lean back in the seat, eyes on Ashton. Maybe Eddie has had a chance to cool down. I doubt it. Well, we can't leave things up in the air. Ashton takes your hand, squeezing it as he shrugs. He's still hurt, clearly, by what Eddie said about him. Thank you for defending me to him. You didn't have to. You have every right to agree with him, actually. Of course I defended you. We don't know if he's changed. That's part of the problem with this book. I'm just gonna say it. You have changed. Eddie doesn't know that yet, but I'll make him see it. He's supposed to be my best friend. I know we agreed on some things, but I have no idea how deeply he thinks the worst of me. He's mad. People say terrible things when they're mad. You know he still loves you. Is that why he implied I manipulated you into dating me? Rub a circle on the top of his hand with your thumb. You're not what Eddie says, okay? I need you to believe that. Ashton hangs his head, and you reach out to take his chin in your hand, forcing him to look at you. But I was. At the time, or at one time, all those things were true. And they're not anymore. Eddie's stuck in the past. We'll do whatever it takes to get him back to the present. You released his chin and fold your hands in your lap. push down the pain you can already feel around your heart. But until that happens... Nora, don't. It doesn't feel right to continue this while Eddie is hurting. I just got you back. You said it yourself. Eddie doesn't get a say in who you love. He doesn't, but it's going to be much harder to convince him if we're throwing it in his face. He's just going to see it as us ignoring his feelings. Screw his feelings. Yeah, I'm kind of with Ashton at this moment. I mean, again, I had this talk with you in the last chapter. I have to repair things with Eddie first. It's just hitting pause. And this is how it should be. He's my brother, Ashton. He's your best friend, but he's my blood. I really hurt him with this. Oh, shut up! We should have just told him from the beginning. Maybe, but maybe he would have gotten in our heads too. I don't regret keeping it between us, but I do regret lying to him. The only thing we could do is try to make it right with him now. You reach back over, cupping his face in your hands as your heart breaks. I know this is the right thing to do, even if it feels like my insides are being ripped apart. For this to work, for us to work, we need everyone on the same page. Who knows, maybe I'll talk to Eddie tonight and I'm back in your arms by morning. It doesn't feel like it will be that easy. Ashton looks so heartbroken. You want nothing more than to comfort him, to pull him into your arms. No, I'm gonna comfort him because I think you're a moron. You shouldn't. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm really trying to take this book serious. But this is the stupidest MC we've ever had. But you can't help yourself. You lean against Ashton and bury your nose in his neck, deeply inhaling. I don't want to miss any more moments with you than I have to. I'll get things settled with Eddie. And I'll be waiting for you to come back to me. I can't wait to be back in your arms. The devastation is written all over Ashton's face. It's killing you to hurt him like this, but you have to fix things with your brother. If I'd known the night was going to end like this, I would have taken an opportunity to truly savor our time together. You lean over and kiss him softly, already feeling the ache of having to leave him behind once the car stops. I would have too. I can't believe things turned out this way. I don't know how I'm going to let you go. I know. Even a night sounds too long. If it weren't for Eddie, trust me, I wouldn't be doing this. As long as it's not because you suddenly have doubts about me or us. God, no, not at all, I promise. Okay, I had to check. Soon we'll be able to be together in public and not have to hide how we feel about each other. So that makes getting through this worth it, right? Of course it does. He leans closer, his ears against your lips as he whispers, if this is going to be the last time I kiss you, I want to make the most of it. Are you fucking for real right now? I refuse to pay for a diamond choice, which is basically because of bad writing so they can grab some money. This is the dumbest MC I've ever had in my entire life. You swallow, wanting nothing more than to kiss him, but you pull back, shaking your head. I have to stick to my words. If I kiss you now, it'll only make saying goodbye harder. Ashton's gaze softened when he meets your eyes. As much as I want to kiss you, as much as I want some part of you to hold me over, I understand. You numbly... I'm numb to this book at this point. You numbly walk back to the elevator bay, press the call button, and ride it up to your floor. When the elevator door opens, Eddie stands in the hallway, duffel bag in hand. Oh, you're here. I wanted to make this easy. You glance between your brother's face, a mask of resolve, and the fully packed bag. What's going on? I'm going home, Nora. I'm done. He moves to get in the elevator, but you block him, holding the door open. Eddie, please don't go. I don't want to argue with you. Please let me explain what happened. I don't want to hear anything you have to say right now. Speaking of brothers, mine. Anyway. Oh, Jesus. At least it makes the book entertaining, right? We could have talked before you started lying to me. But you made your choice. I won't let you leave until you hear the whole story about Ashton. Ashton Park is the last name I want to hear right now. Your heart sinks. His entire body language is closed off. He won't meet your eyes. You've never seen him like this. Eddie, listen. There's a lot that went down that you don't know about. I said no, Nora. Okay. But I hate leaving it like this. I know you're angry, and I get that you don't want to talk, but once you learn the facts, I think you'll be less pissed. I don't think I will. Are the facts going to magically erase all the lying you've done for months? No, but... That's what I thought. Knowing it's useless, you numbly move aside, allowing him into the elevator. He barely looks at you as you switch places. Then I guess I'll see you when I get back to LA. No, you won't. I'm gonna stay with a friend for a while. Then the press promo on Monday for the show? You'll be there, right? With a callous shrug, you press the elevator button for the lobby. Your heart twists. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Just as the elevator doors close, and he leaves you with one last quip. Doesn't feel so good to be left in the dark, does it? Bro, how old are you? Seriously, how old are you? Alright, shh. We're gonna get all through this in here in a minute. Oh, God, it's over. No, I wish it was. Please, if you enjoy what I do here and the video, I know the chapter's pretty garbage, and this book is really turning into garbage, but if you enjoy what I do, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Let's just get into it. So, first and foremost, I think it's really dumb. Everything. So, you are a fully grown woman, and, she is the dumbest MC. I can't say it enough. I'm serious. One, you needed to break up with your boy. We're hitting pause right now. We have to break up with our boy because you want to go basically, which I don't know. Am I the only person who literally and figuratively remembers all like 16 other chapters? When did we once? No, I want you to listen. When did we once lie to our brother? When did he ever go, did you get back with Ashton? When? Are you and Ashton seeing one another? Are you dating? Are you bound chicka wowing? When did we once deny that? We didn't. We never did. It was secret admirer. I'm allowed to have my own little, whatevers. And he was like, ha, I'll find out eventually. Ha, ha, ha. Okay. Okay, that right there. So we didn't lie. So, your brother and you are both being stupid as hell. This is probably the dumbest family I've ever seen in my entire life, and that's saying a lot. Oh, boy. And then, at first, I was like, when this book first started, I was all kind of like, you gotta be strong, girl. Ashton is just, he did leave you and everything else, and I do side with Eddie on that. I think also the whole basis for you and Ashton's relationship and why you broke up and the whole nine is really stupid too. Like, breaking up so he can, like, Eddie did say go off and gallivant to Europe and money and power, and then years go by, and then all of a sudden it's, you're professionals and yada, 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 and all of a sudden it's, oh, well, I come back now at a certain dollar figure, which is a bit weird, but alright, I come back at a certain dollar figure after banging, let's be honest, Mercy and all these other women, and, like, I come back after banging all these other women, having God knows how many relationships, we'll never truly know, but now that I'm at a certain dollar point, I want you. You're the one I want. Like, this book reeks of just shit. The whole situation is just garbage, but it just reeks. It just reeks of it. It's just garbage. Like, right now, this is like the all-time low book that I just don't get invested in reading in. And I know a lot of people on the community and whatnot are pretty much sharing my sentiment right now. Like, we have the dumbest MC ever. And like, all you need to do is take a look at the community, not the Reddit one. We're talking about like Facebook or something. There's like 3 big groups there, and a lot of them are sharing about the same sentiment right now. That just everything about this, especially your MC, is the dumbest person in the world. You did not need to break up with your boyfriend to explain to your brother, who is overly protective, and there's nothing wrong with being protective, but overly protective. There's nothing, like, I'm sorry, let's just put myself in Eddie's position right now. I'm a brother for a sister, and I'm very loyal to my family as it is. So, long story short is, okay, I helped pick up your heart, I picked up the pieces, I did this, I did that. Alright, listen, if you're gonna get back into this with him, 1, Ashton, you break my sister's heart, and I'm literally killing it. 2, I will beat the ever-loving shit out of you before I do it, but, let's move on. 2, if he does it, and you know well that I had to help you get through the first time, I'm not helping you with the second time. You're going to deal with this on your own. So you have to face your own consequences. You made your own choices. You effed around. You found out. And I'm not going to help you. Right? Like, and you just sit back because this is someone making a really possibly stupid decision. Prove me wrong. But this is someone making a stupid decision. So they have to live with that. They have to live with that choice. They have to live with that decision. That's my thoughts. We would avoid all this drama. Hey, congrats, everybody. It's the finale. We put Mercy in her place. Congrats. Maybe we'll tune in for a book, too. Maybe. I don't know. That's how this should have ended. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you all later. Peace out.